give a report on Johann Heinrich Pestalozzi, but I thought maybe he would like to give it. Take it away, Johann. Hello, my name is Johann Heinrich Pestalozzi. I am awesome.
Hi, Johann.
Hello, children.
Johann, where were you born?
I was born in 1746 in Zurich, a town in Switzerland, to Johann and Susan Pestalozzi. I was the youngest of 3 children, I'll have you know.
Yay for siblings.
My father died when I was only 6 years old.
Oh, that's sad.
It was quite sad. I was raised solely by my mother and was quite sheltered as a child. I was sick a lot. But I also spent a lot of time with my grandfather, who was a clergyman, just like my father.
That's awesome.
It was when I was with him that I was first introduced to the poor. My love and sympathy for the poor grew and grew.
Johann, where did you go to school?
I went to school in Zurich. I graduated from there and started to go to university in Zurich when I dropped out.
Johann.
Well, I read Jean-Jacques Rousseau's book Emile, and it really influenced me.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to live a natural life. I decided to buy a plot of land and cultivate it in 1767.
Awesome.
It was awesome. I liked my little farm, but in 1773 it failed.
Your stuff fails a lot.
Yeah, but you know, I lost everything except a bit of land for me to grow my food on for my wife and my son. But it turned out all right because in 1773, just after the failure of my farm, I turned my little farmhouse into a school for the poor. Yay, come back. Hello.
Hi.
I taught 50 students ages 6 to 18. I taught them how to spin cotton. Here's how you spin cotton, children.
Awesome.
As well as some basic knowledge in math, English. Math, English, math.
Woo.
I hoped I would be able to help them become self-efficient. Sadly, in 1779, my school failed because of a lack of funds.
Oh no, not again.
Yes, it was then that I began writing. I wrote a number of books. One of my most famous book is How Gertrude Teaches Her Children. It became known as the most coherent expression of my educational beliefs. And it, more than anything, helped establish my reputation.
Johann, did you still want to go to school?
Of course, I still wanted to teach schools. When I was just over 50, I was able to head a school in Stans. The Swiss government asked me to do so. You see, the French came through and ransacked the town during the revolution, and there was all these orphans all over, and he asked me to help teach them. So I did. I taught about 80 students, and I just loved it. 6 months later, the French took over and turned the school into a hospital, unfortunately.
Those French guys. Then what?
Well, when I was 52, I was actually student teaching in an establishment in Bergdorf when they asked me to become the head of it, and I was able to teach again. It was a lot of fun, but eventually the school began to attract affluent students, which really wasn't my focus. My greatest passion was giving education to the poor.
Yay!
Yay!
That's us!
The government took the school over, and I was able to establish Everdun. In 1805, here I was able to teach the students with the methods I had come up with and had practiced, over the years with my other schools. It was great fun, and I sure loved it. But in 1825, the school shut down, mostly due to fighting among the teachers.
I can't believe that.
Shame, shame. I'd actually died in 1827.
That's so sad. Are you a ghost?
Well, no, and really it's okay. My legacy lived on. Through my contributions to education, of course.
Tell us more.
Well, all right. So, my biggest contributions to education would have to be learning by doing. I helped get that established in schools. I felt that students should be active in their learning and do things like go on field trips and have discussions with the teacher. I didn't want to lecture you all to death.
Yeah, that's boring.
I also wanted teachers to have formal training. I pushed for it, and my school, Everdun, became a model for it. And now teachers still get an education today.
Awesome! Woo!
I also was able to help children of all different classes receive an education and helped in the establishment of the common school.
That's amazing!
It really was amazing. And in many ways, my teachings and methods still exist today. You're right, they do, but you're dead, so you wouldn't know much about today. I'll take it from here. Hello, children.
Hi.
I teach at a school.
Awesome.
It is awesome, and I'd like to tell you about how Pestalozzi still influences us today.
Tell us.
Well, we still learn by doing. Have you ever been on a field trip?
Yeah, I love field trips.
Oh, they're so much fun, and we do things like that, and little art projects, and writing, and we have you discuss things with us, and it's just great fun, and it's definitely changed education.
It's so much fun.
It's funner, and you learn better, and I'm just so glad. I had to get a formal training in order to teach you children. I couldn't just walk on into the schoolhouse.
That's great.
This is Ed 200. We have to get an education to be teachers. The other thing is, the common schoolhouse, now people of all different classes can come and get an education.
Yay!
It is great, and I'm so glad that Pestalozzi was able to help this come around. We have so much to thank Johann for.